Inside this video, we're gonna go ahead and unbox this e-bike, set it up step by step. Then we'll go over all the features, the specs, we'll take it on some gravel to see how it handles, and we'll perform a brake test and last a speed test. Let's go ahead and start with the unboxing. This is what everything looks like in the box, nice and neatly padded from what I can see. Fairly heavy, but doable. We'll go ahead and start removing some of this packaging here. This is everything that comes with the ACTBEST Cityrun. Looks like we'll have to install the front tire, the seat post, the pedals, and the handlebar. Before we get started with our testing, I must say that I was sent this to review inside this video, but you're only gonna get my honest opinions and thoughts. We'll start easy with the installation of the seat post. You just slide it in here, and then you tighten it down. Next was the installation of the handlebars that was held together by this one screw in the middle. And then probably the most difficult part of the installation, and that was installing the front wheel. You have to turn the bike upside down and then install the rod that holds the front wheel in place. Last but not least, installing the pedals. Now that everything is put together, let's go through all the features and specs. We have 16-inch tires and an integrated headlight that is controlled with a push of a button. We also have our battery that sits in the back of the bike here, and it locks down with this key. If you want to unlock the battery, you just turn the key, and then there's a little switch here on the bottom of the seat that allows you to push the seat forward, and then you can just simply lift the battery out of the holder. This battery is going to be 280 watt hours or 7.8 amp hours. And with our 1.5 amp hour battery charger, you should expect about a 5 to 6 hour charge time from 0 to 100%. We also have a rear reflector and metal fenders, which are always nice to have. And of course, one of my favorite features, integrated wires. This is going to be a folding bike, so it's going to be ultra portable and easy to store away in pretty much any vehicle. There's a little lever here on the handlebars. You lift that up, pull back, and then you can fold the handlebars over. And we also have the same kind of mechanism in the frame here. So you're just going to pull this lever, and then you should be able to fold the bike in half. And this is what the bike looks like semi-folded up. Obviously, we can push the tire inwards and we could remove the seat post, but this setup right here makes it really simple to transport this bike. On top of being able to fold, this bike is going to sport a 350 watt to 500 peak motor, which is going to be pretty standard for bikes like this, and we're going to have mechanical disc brakes. When it comes to the cockpit, we actually do have keys that are needed to turn this bike on and operate. And as far as our LCD screen goes, we don't have much information here other than battery, because this bike doesn't have any gears and it also doesn't have any levels of pedal assist. It's all based on auto sensing. So if the bike senses that it needs to put more output in order to get up a small hill, or if you're trying to push this bike to its max 20-mile-an-hour speed, then you're going to get more power out of it. Other than that, we have our twist throttle on the right. On the left, we have our light and our horn. And finally, we have an adjustable handlebar here so you can get the perfect height for you. So even if you are a little bit taller, you can extend this handlebar upwards and ride comfortably. Now that we've gone through all the features and specs, it's time to take this bike out for a test ride. We'll test it on gravel, we'll do a speed test and a brake test. So let's get to it. Up first is the gravel test. So I purposely found the area on my trail that has the loosest amount of gravel just so we can see how this bike handles. So I'll go ahead and turn it on and we will start riding. For this, I'm gonna be doing pedal assist only, and we'll see how it handles this loose gravel. So far so good because of those shorter wheels. So those 16-inch wheels really do dig into the dirt, and that lower center of gravity allows me to stay pretty stable on this gravel trail. This is definitely better than I thought it was going to handle this section of my trail. Next up, the speed test, which I will be keeping track of on an app, and we will be testing both the throttle and the pedal assist. First up, throttle. So I'll go ahead and just pull back on this throttle and we'll see how fast we can get this bike. I'm not pedaling whatsoever. This is throttle only. So far we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, and it looks like we're topping out right over 12 miles an hour, and I can't get it to go any faster than that. But now we will test out the pedal assist to see how fast we can get this bike. Here we go. So right off the bat, it's already feeling like it's going faster. We're getting definitely faster speeds than we were getting on the throttle mode, but we're still not quite getting close to that 20-mile-an-hour mark. Actually, we're only topping out here at 15 miles an hour, so I'm going to call top speed just over 15 miles an hour. Now, our low speeds could be due to lower battery power. Currently, we're at 50% battery power, so if I charged it up to 100%, we may have gotten some faster speeds, but in my test, we topped out at just over 12 miles for throttle and just over 15 miles an hour for pedal assist. When it came to the braking test, I was traveling about 12 miles an hour, and it was able to brake in about 15 feet, which really isn't too bad for mechanical disc brakes. All in all, I really did enjoy testing out this bike, and if I could say one thing about my testing is that this bike is absolutely fun to ride. Thank you so much for watching this video review, and I hope that it helps.